Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the response of petty people. And when a situation that seems like it shouldn't be trusted, yeah, when it presents itself, don't trust it. All right. Now, my response to a video, somebody that was married. All right. Um, the person had had a few different affairs throughout the extent of a 20-year marriage, apparently. All right. The wife knew about it, still chose to stick around. All right. Then the affair partner ends up getting pregnant, which, keep in mind, the affair partner admitted to the now ex-wife, because apparently they ended up getting divorced 6 months ago. The affair partner ended up admitting to the ex-wife that she knew they were married. All right. The ex-wife claimed that she's not mad. Not mad at her. She's mad at him, but she's not mad at her. All right. Now, with the wife, they've got kids together that are in their teenage years. All right. Apparently, the teenage kids are mad at their dad. All right. And apparently, dad got into an accident a few months ago and still healing up, still restricted from being able to, be physically active. All right. Now, here's the thing. The ex-wife ended up going ahead and delivering the message to the affair partner that the husband was regretting, not being in the child's life. And if anything, the ex-husband had wanted to, or went to go convince the affair partner to get an abortion with the baby. She decided not to. The baby is 2 years old now. All right. Now, ultimately the affair partner ended up agreeing. I'm not going to go after you for child support. Ultimately we're just going to break away clean, and she ended up doing that because of the factor of how much of a mess everything had gotten. Not to mention that, but ultimately she was the one who ended up making the decision, knowing that he was married, to have an affair with him in the first place. All right. Now, the ex-wife wants to go talk to the affair partner. All right. Says that she wants her, her kids' siblings to be able to be in contact and to be in their life, or, the affair partner's child's life. All right. Now, keep in mind, the kids from the first marriage, they're in their teenage years. The affair partner's child, 2 years old. So ultimately, she had agreed to meet up, but didn't feel comfortable. So they ended up meeting on video chat. All right, through a video call. With that video call, she, the ex-wife clarified, not mad at you, infinitely mad at him, But keep in mind, that was when it was revealed to her, the factor that she knew that he was married. All right? Would it be a situation to trust on the affair partner's behalf to meet the ex-wife with the affair partner's child? The answer to that one, because keep in mind, the situation's already screwed up to begin with. The answer to that one is no matter what, absolutely, positively not. All right? Ultimately, statistically, when it comes to child abduction, it's very rare for a circumstance of some random person on the street randomly being the one to abduct your kid. In most cases of child abduction, it is somebody that the child had already known. All right? Somebody within the orbit of that child's life. All right? So ultimately, that little bit of familiarity from being like, oh, half brother, half sister, they want to go ahead and meet me despite the giant gap in years between us. Yeah. With those resentments, considering the factor of how messy it seems like that divorce ended up being, do you really think with the factor, to the affair partner, with the factor that you knew that the guy was married, still chose to be part of the affair? Now, the cheating ex-husband's, ex-wife ends up going ahead and, being like, oh, I want to be a part of the life of the child that was bred from the infidelity that happened when the person that was supposed to be my husband was solely supposed to be mine. But you ended up not only getting a piece of the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, which is the reason that I took vows with them, and you ended up going ahead and making a photocopy, a living, breathing photocopy of them. All right? Now, ultimately, we're at the point of our, marriage and everything, with my kids being teenagers and about to, get older to the point of getting out there into the real world, going to college, ultimately about to be considered closer to being adults. I did not picture that I was going to end up being alone. I've got to worry about that whole empty nest syndrome. And ultimately, here there is for an opportunity for me to be able to raise another child. All right? Not need my cheating ex-husband in the picture whatsoever. Know the factor that I am slighting, my cheating ex-husband by basically stealing the baby that was a product of his infidelity. And knowing that ultimately, because of the legal ramifications that there would be of the way everything went, that there's not a damn thing that he could do. I get to legally kidnap my ex-husband's child, and he is absolutely, legally, hands are fucking tied from doing a damn thing about it. Alright? So, to the affair partner, the question that I gotta ask, considering the way that ends up working, yeah, what makes you think if you meet up with the ex-wife that your body is not going to be randomly found in some river, lake, or backwoods somewhere with your child that you had as a byproduct, with this person who has been scorned, with their ex-husband, that they feel that ultimately that child that you gave birth to could have ended up being their child had you not willingly and actively decided to have a whole ass relationship and starting a new family with a married man, knowing that he was married. Because that seems like a great way to end up on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. But except one of those really predictable ones where 5 minutes into the episode, it's really predictable what the fucking outcome would be.